Hey guys, Sal here, and back to more Fate's Grand Order. The Grand Temple of Time, Solomon. It's time to do it. Let's go. For Caldea, for Masha, and everyone else. Oh hey, isn't this for Yuki? Wonderfully done, Caster. We have eliminated all 6 of the other masters. We have won the Holy Grail War. Once I use my command spell to make you kill yourself, the ceremony will be complete. The Greater Grail will be filled with the souls of 7 servants, and the magical reactor core used to reach the root will activate. And then the third magic shall finally take form. The third magic is the materialization of souls. Humanity shall escape the shackle of the physical body by releasing from all suffering caused by its limitations and advance to a new stage. You are sacrificed for that purpose. I am sure you understand, Caster. Not in agreement. Humanity's salvation and growth were not the task given to me. The humans of that era wanted to grow. I had no reason to stop them. Just as it was during my life, I simply did what was required of me. In the Fuyuki Holy Grail War, there would be no 7 survivors. All 7 were to be eliminated. Even I, the victor, was fated to commit suicide, compelled by my master's command spell. No, that was a joke. I'm kidding, Caster. I'm sorry I got overexcited. I have no intention of offering my meritorious partner to the Greater Grail. I want to use my command spells either. They wouldn't work on you anyway. You understand, I will not activate the Greater Grail. The third magic means nothing to me. As the head of the Enemy Sphere family and chairman of the Astronomy Division, I must reach the root in my own unique way. Wait, hold on. Who is this person? This isn't Archimon, right? When he was younger? There's no way, right? That he was the contractor to Solomon? It's preposterous to ask me to rely on other mages' theories. A miracle proposed by the Einstein family. The materialization of souls and the growth of humanity. I have no intention of being part of such fantasies. That was an unexpected development. Money's-Berry didn't realize it, but that was the first and last time he would ever tell a joke. I mean, I know that's currently his name, but it could be that... Am I just wanting a huge plot twist? What surprised me most, though, was how much his thoughts deviated from what I myself had seen. I asked him then, what do you desire? I'm only after the Grail's abilities to grant my wishes. My wish is clear. It's a completion of Caldea's. Truth is, the one at the Caldea is still just a prototype. But it's built to satisfy the sponsors. Sure, it functions as an Earth model, but it's far from being complete. It's just like this, Greater Grail, Caster. The theory is complete, but all the important field power is lacking. The Greater Grail requires the souls of heroic spirits, but my Caldean's Deus needs something more realistic. Power Caldeus, I will need to take over power plants that would generate enough electricity for an entire country, for no less than 6 months even. Essentially, I need a bucket that could fund an entire nation, but the only assets I have are my precious offshore oil rig, Seraphics, and French nuclear reactor I managed to buy the other day. That's not nearly enough. Simply put, I need more funds. That's fine. Laugh at my absurdity and shallowness if you so wish. Despite the divine greatness, that is the Greater Grail, I seek it from neither eternal life nor the root itself. What I want is a giant pile of money. Money's-Berry told me to laugh. There was nothing funny about it. Creating a miracle was his life's work. It wasn't something he could get someone or something else to do for him. Instead, he asked for the time it would take to complete his task to be shortened, probably because he didn't have much longer left to live. He determined that in the 10 years he had left, there was no way for him to complete and activate Caldeus. And so, to hasten this occupation, he joined the Fuyuki Holy Grail War. The war was to him a shortcut. It would allow him to obtain the necessary resources without becoming indebted to rival families, but having to worry about financing and its inherent complications. He'd leave no traces. Nobody would be able to see what was coming. Thank you, Caster. I knew you would understand. Your cooperation will allow us to keep this ending our little secret. We can't let the world think that Saber and their master won the Fuyuki Holy Grail War. Only a coward will cover this up, but if I don't, the other lords will be able to get in my way. No matter what it costs, I will complete the true Chaldea set and activate it. It will be necessary in order to secure humanity's future. By doing so, Professor Lev Shiba will not only be able to see the future, but the light of the past as well. Instead of spiritual projection, the race-shifting theory will no longer be just a theory. Why did the Age of Gods come to an end? Why has the foundation of humanity remained unstable since the advent of the Anno Domini era? Once the race shift works, we'll be able to answer those questions. I knew this man was dangerous in a way to unique mages. Simply put, he lacked a sense of morality. But his burning passion and love for humanity wasn't wavering. I signaled my consent. This greater grail was not to be used to reach the root, but to grant one man's wish. Grant one's desire. Yes, how ironic. The end result is turning out to be just in the kind of nonsense the original ritual's creators promised. I laughed in agreement, but only because I could tell the Marisberry smile was entirely genuine. What about you, Caster? Hey, don't tell me you forgot what the Einstein said. The Holy Grail will grant the victor's wish. Both the Master and the Servant have the right to ask for a wish. A wish for immense wealth, but what about you? What will you wish for? You can't change the past, but you can change how it is viewed today. Would you like to be incarnated and live a second life? I froze. I never expected this question. My wish, my wish, my wish. I never had the freedom to ask for one, so I was about to say I didn't have one. But no, I did. I can really wish for that anything, Martiesbury. It's anything but the life of Martiesbury on the hemisphere, the man who summoned you. Come now, Caster. No, Solomon, King of Mages. My contractor, my one and only friend. I knew it. Now, your wish will be the righteous one. Say it with pride. I remember my lips rose up again into a grin, and then the world went black. Doctor? Are you asleep, Doctor? Whoa, did I fall asleep? I'm sorry, guys. I know we're in a critical situation. Okay, so that was his dream. Which means that Dr. Roman is Martiesbury. And he was the one who contracted with Solomon. Right? Did we find the route to the singularity where Solomon's looking? We barely have a day left. We're making good progress. If our calculations are correct, Chaldea will make contact with the final singularity in 4 hours. We'll begin the space-time fusion simultaneously with Master Cell's ray shift. As long as it's within 72 hours of the fusion, we can escape the singularity by purging the Eastern Research Wing. A transfer back to Chaldea Observatory's normal time, December 31st, 2018. I see, everybody take one last break then. You only have 4 hours, but get some sleep. Get some food, enjoy a nice chat, or leave some records behind, anything. Do something to refresh and relax a little. I'll keep an eye on things while you do. Understood. If anything happens, we're gonna call us, Doctor. Alright, it's time for the final stage. It's been 10 years since I came to Chaldea. It seems like a long time, and yet, no, not honestly. This doesn't feel real to me yet. Oh, Oh, there you are, Fo. When I think about it, you're a pretty strange creature, too. Until Cell came, you only showed yourself around March. What made you change your mind? I thought you were the kind of creature who feeds on humans yet has no interest in them, just like Merlin. Fo! Yeah, I can't really understand what you're saying. I may have been able to understand you back then, yeah, I probably did. Well, I have a hunch about what you're saying. You're saying, are you okay with this? Maja and Marty got mad at me over the internet, too. They told me not to keep secrets anymore. But, well... To be honest, I don't feel guilty. I can't explain my reasons. Besides, it still hasn't sunk in for me. Why did I come here to Chaldea? What was I doing before I did? It's all stuff I absolutely can't explain, not even a little. If I told them I came here to protect humanity just because I felt like it, that'd be pretty lame, right? Oh, but I can explain how I came to run the medical division at such a young age. Because I studied like any other person, of course. Competence is what got me this job. Oh, come to think of it, I've spent the last decade doing nothing but studying, researching, and investigating. One day I had a feeling that humanity was going to end. It was one of those bad dreams people get sometimes. Eventually I was forced to realize that this feeling of mine was true. I had no way of denying it, yet no strength to make sure either. The only clue I had was that it would begin at Caldea. I was filled with a sense of terror and I was compelled to do something. So I've done everything I possibly could over the past decade, like I was fleeing from this tomb, like I was running away screaming. I'm about to find out how this will end. I'm scared but happy at the same time. Once this battle is over, I won't have to worry anymore. I can finally be free to do what I want with my time. But for foe, why are you thwacking on the data on the demon gods? Oh, I see, you're worried about Cell, huh? As for who Solomon really is, well, I suppose I have some idea. Kinga was a good example of a case. I thought Solomon who appeared in London was a fake, but I didn't have any way to prove it. Heroic spirits have many aspects, that's why a single heroic spirit can manifest as a saber or a lancer, for instance. Theodore Solomon had incinerated humanity was a variation on one in the legends. He is still Solomon, the father of Magecraft, and he appears the real Solomon. Chaldea has no way to beat him. There were times when pessimism won out, and I thought that this Grand Order would end with humanity's defeat. But now I don't feel that way. If I'm right, that Solomon has one weak point. Yes, just one. If he is the real Solomon, at the same time, someone who is falsely claiming to be the King of Mages. There's a void that Solomon can never reach, and it scares me. What scares me isn't whether I can take advantage of that opportunity. It's what I'm going to be thinking when I reach that void. Oh. I had a dream, a scene of a peaceful town, one I'd seen before. Hey Marsh, good to see you doing well again today. I'm sure things will be quiet tomorrow too. Hey Kitty Naito, what are you doing with that shield? The city's the same as ever, there's no danger around. That's right, we finally live in a utopia without war, starvation, prejudice, or discrimination. There's no need to hate anyone, no need to fear anything, because we've been released from death. We've been released from the sorrows of life. We're happier now than we've ever thought before. Life has no end, the world has no end, tomorrow will never be worse than today. This is the bliss of eternity. No, I don't understand the happiness they speak of. Solomon, King of Mages, the image you show me only frightens me. Why does it frighten you? These people have been released from finite lives, from the terror of death, from all their worries. What you see is a realistically blessed world for humans taking form. Why would that frighten you, Marsh? I promise tomorrow, today that lasts forever. A life you needn't fear ending. That should be your salvation. I thought you of all people would understand how wonderful it is to simply live. Oh no, I'm sorry. I don't know why you show yourself to me, but I can see that you're concerned about me. Which is why it pains me to deny you, but I must correct you when you are wrong. Very well, then tell me, Marsh. I'm interested in the conclusion you've reached. You mourn the end of life and speak of the beauty of eternity, but I'm sorry. I don't understand sorrow. I don't understand what's so great about eternity. Death is the end that comes to all living things. It's a natural part of life. You say there's sadness because there's no death, but I don't think eternal life is happiness. Why? The people in this town are happy. Eternity is the happiness that humanity yearns for. No, that's a lie. The smiles are wrong. The smiles are wrong. What are you saying that in this state of satisfactory, a freedom from all worries is a lie? Yeah, smiling is what gets you through sadness. Humans continue smiling because they know their time is limited. But the smiles in this world are different. The smiles just because they're not afraid. Those are not smiles, they're just muscle memory. The joys of life belong to those who live in the moment. Solomon, King of Mages, that's my answer to the question you once posed me. I don't think anyone lives because they're scared of dying. We live because we simply want to live. We do our best to get through the day because we can't wait for tomorrow. Our journey is not about trying to avoid the end point of our lives we call death, but rather to pass through it. So please, do not take away our desire to live. I see, so that was the question Arthur and me asked of you, Why do you fight? Why, knowing your life will someday end, knowing it's ended already? Why do you cling to life? Why, when you realize that there's nothing in your future you can save? What you just told me, well, that is your answer. A shame, truly a shame. Only those directly involved can be satisfied by such an answer. And the demigod Florida spoke to you. Of course, how short-lived created man lived by her light. I'd paid particular attention to you as a sample case, no more, I no longer care. There's no path to a no longer light for you. You've rejected eternity, and so you shall die. To die like the trash you are, and take all of the Chaldea with you. Die as one who clung to life, as a brave warrior who overcame many trials and perils. Why? Because that was what everyone was foolish enough to see you as. It's sad, really. In the end, you are nothing more than another powerless, ordinary human. We're still gonna beat you. Okay, it's time. Hey, good morning, Stell. It's Da Vinci here with your wake-up call. I figured you'd be getting up for me a nap about now. Oh, no need for any formal greetings. This call is basically just me talking to myself. The command room is ready. Now it's up to you and Marsh to begin the last order. But first, I have a request. No, it's less a request and more a bit of advice. I reviewed Marsh's medical exams during the brief rest. I'll be blunt, her body is at its limit, both in terms of her life and combat ability. She doesn't have long to live and can only participate in one more major operation. I figured you needed to know, and Romani forced me to pass on the bad news. So anyway, Romani believed that it would be best not to tell her, but I disagree. For one thing, I think Marsh knows. I see, coming from you who's been with her the most, I'm not inclined to argue. That's it from me then. I know that this all comes moments before the battle to determine humanity's future, but that's that, and this is this. You've only got a brief moment before you head to the command room. Spend it in a way you won't regret. See you in the command room. Ciao! Oh man. Took so long to get onto here and doing this that I'm pretty sure Barbatos the Demon Pillar is probably already dead. I wouldn't be surprised, because a lot of people are gonna be grinding on him first. Good morning, Senpai. Did you just wake up too? I just took a nap and finished the physical aid checkup. We are going to the command room. Let me accompany you. Or would you like to go to the cafeteria and get a sandwich for some quick nourishment, Senpai? I can't bring it up. I think it's natural to feel pressured. I'm feeling overwhelmed. My heart is racing. But I'm not worried. It's always been this way to me. From Fuyuki to Ancient Mesopotami, I was never confident I would be able to complete the mission. On the other hand, Senpai, even though you were more baffled than I was, you always managed to lead the way. So no matter how much pressure I'm under, even if humanity's survival is at stake, as long as Senpai is my master, I will never feel worried. Cell, you are the best master Chaldea has, and I'm very proud of you. Osh. Foe. Good morning, Foe. Have you come to bring us to the command room? Foe. Oh, it's staring right at me. Foe. Foe. I see. Marsh, you should stay in Chaldea. Thank you, but that's impossible. Ever since you took my hand as the command room was collapsing around us, I have exclusively been your servant. If you're going to fight, I want to fight too, even if it shortens the small amount of time I have left. And there it is, she basically says it herself. So you know. Yes, and there's no reason for any extra concern. It's true that unlike others, I was born and raised in a special environment. But I don't feel sad about my life so far. I know the doctor was worried about me, but I don't regret my life. Nothing sad has happened in it. If there's anything to be said about it, would be that I won't be able to see what comes next. My life has been very happy. Everyone was very good to me. Even if I only have a few more months left to live, I want to be proud of what I do with them. But that's not at all. My life has been more than worth it. I mean, I never thought I'd set foot outside of Chaldea. That never seemed possible for me. But you saved me. Thanks to you, I was able to see the outside world, to see what color the sky was. My journey this past year has been a treasure to me, one I wouldn't give up for anything. So I'm going on the final mission. Solomon said that life has no value, human history is meaningless. But that is wrong, and I will deny it with everything I have. You know someone's life is going to be lost and forgotten. I've learned on my journey that the lives of every human in history are what built the present we live in now. It's true that I have no experience with life's sorrows, so I don't understand the pain of the King of Mages speaks of. But I know the joys of life, Senpai. Dr. Rome and everyone at Chaldea, and all the worlds we've traveled through have taught me. So please, let me accompany you until the end, Master. To prevent the incineration of humanity, to show the value of human life, and to retake our future. Thank you. Let's go, Marsh. Right, Marsh Kiriraito will support you with everything I have. Foe. Right on time. Good morning, Cell, Marsh. Your physical and mental states both appear stable. The two of you are in top condition. Now, your mental state is a bit elevated compared to usual. Did something good happen, Marsh? Yes, I was lucky enough to run into Senpai in the hallway again today. Tactless doctor, aren't you? Good sign. Ah, like a good luck ritual, it's one of those everyday things you do to help you succeed. A little magic charm can do anything. Small happiness like that are important. Alright, here I am, making my usual small talk. We're at the final stage. We need to stay focused and talk seriously. Master Cell, Marsh Kiriraito. We finally identified the location of the King of Mages base, which we knew to exist outside the normal temporal axis. Today will now make contact with this singularity. The entire facility will enter the enemy territory. We will re-shift into the enemy singularity, but we'll also be physically connected to them. This will be different from our other expeditions. Moving between Chaldea and the singularity can only be done at the contact points. In other words, this is a surprise landing operation, crazy like Normandy. Just like always. Yes, thanks for that lively response. Military relations and dignity are no concern of mine. Well, I kind of saw that coming. Fine, I'm going to give up on being serious. Da Vinci, can you give us the briefing? Sure, leave it to me. Now, just like I said, this is the landing operation. That sets it apart from all the other orders so far. There's no need to look for a grail. The mission itself is simple, but you've got 3 things to do. First, besiege the enemy temple. Second, defeat the King of Mages. And third, return from the enemy territory alive. Siege the temple, defeat the King of Mages. And then return alive? Yes. Thanks to the Shiba's analysis, we know the basic layout of the enemy territory. The singularity is its own little world. It's a conceptual universe. Chaldea is a miniature model of Earth, and enemy territory is a miniature model of the universe. While it's a universe with no other celestial bodies on a human scale, it would be about the size of a single cell. What's interesting is that there's only a single life form in the universe, but we can ignore that for now. There's an incalculable amount of magical energy swirling around the center of the singularity. That's definitely the King of Mages' throne. The throne will be your target, but the route connecting to it is currently blocked. That is to say, the temple gate is shut. Well, it's natural to protect one's seat of power. So first you're going to destroy all the surrounding areas in the enemy territories. And the enemy territory itself is actually a single massive life form. It's sending in energy from the outer edges to the core. So once the outer edges are destroyed, the gate barring the way to the throne will shatter. Destroying the outer areas to cut off the flow of magical energy, so that's why you talked about besieging the temple. That's right, our analysis revealed that there are multiple bases inside enemy territory. We destroy them or shut them down, the path to the throne should open. Then you defeat the King of Mages once he's exposed and finally come back to Chaldea. You'll have to walk back though. Traveling via rayship can only be done along the contact point, the entrance into the enemy territory. That's why it's a landing operation, It's going to be such a chore. Once the King of Mages is gone, the singularity will disappear, in other words. We will need to run back to the singularity as the singularity collapses. That is different than before. You never had to escape a collapsing battlefield. Yes, normally the only time you'd have to worry about that is if you're searching ruins. So destroying the King of Mages is just a start. What's important is coming back. Both of you need to stay focused until the very end and make your way back to the entrance. As soon as we've ray-shifted to return you to the coffins, Chaldea will return to normal space. That's when the battle is truly over. Humanity and Chaldea will have won. Right, Romani? Of course. That's why we've come all this way. Enter the enemy singularity and destroy the 7 bases. Reach the throne at the heart and defeat Solomon. Afterward, escape the collapsing throne and return to Chaldea by the contact point. That's the mission. Any questions? What do you mean the singularity is a single life form? Oh, actually, there's probably no reason to go into it, but I'll tell you anyway. You remember Fuyuki's Greater Grail, the magical reactor core that caused the Fuyuki Holy Grail War. It was originally made from the dissected body of a certain mage. The greatest of geniuses, the greatest of miracles. This mage had her magical circuits removed and used as a basis for the system. And this was a special case of turning the small system that is a human body into a real universe. And this singularity is similar. It's a small universe made from the magical circuits of a certain mage. A reality mobile that can exist outside of the temporal axis for as long as it has magical energy. That is the true nature of Solomon's base. That's why we had to call it this. Grand Temple of Time, Reality Marble Solomon. Dr. Roman? How pathetic. Looks like I'm the only one who has yet to be mentally prepared. But that's coming to an end right now. That look on your face, Cell, it cheered me up. As the acting director of Chaldea, I order you to enter the coffins. There's only a little time left. If Chaldea reaches 2019, everything will be over. We won't be able to restore humanity. This battle began with defeat. Solomon wiped out the entirety of mankind before anyone knew what happened. This is the greatest murder plot in human history. Solomon has been carefully playing this out since his death in 931 BC. Please put an end to his absurd scheme. Prove that an endeavor as hollow as Solomon simply needs to give up its flames without anyone ever knowing about it. Of course, leave it to me. Yes, leave it to us, Dr. Roman. Senpai and I will return to Chaldea, I promise. Good to hear. Glad to hear it. Knowing you two, you won't lose to Solomon. Now let's begin the final order. Initiating reshifting program. The enemy is Solomon, king of the mages. The mission objectives are to destroy him and return alive. Alright. Unsummon program start. Spiritron conversion start. Reshift starting in 3, 2, 1. All procedures cleared. Final grand order commencing operation. Oh man, it's so weird going into a singularity, finishing it, and going into a mini singularity literally a day after I finished it. Really weird. Final singularity. The Grand Temple of Time, Solomon, the Reign of Stars. So, have people already defeated Barbatos? I wouldn't be surprised. Primeval Holy Gates of Ceremonia. This looks cool. Enemy, random class, Sector of Beasts. Summons at bond level 5 and over will receive an attack bonus within Final Singularity. The Grand Temple of Time Solomon quest. The bonus amount will increase the bond level. As much Killer Rifle's bond level increases with story progress, at bond level 5, she will receive the same bonus as other summons at bond level 10. Which is fantastic. Where's my waiver? Come on. I'll keep you two. And 20%, 20%, 40, 90, 90, 100. Oh boy. Is he only 20%? Check. 100%. Remove. Quetzalcoatl's only 20%. 20%. %. 40%. Alright. Let's just go because it's a random enemy and I don't know what class it is. Let's do this. Section 1, Sector of Beasts. We can't bear to see this endless slaughter. We can't bear to hear the ceaseless screaming. Our clairvoyance reveals all the horrible truths of the past and future. I, as king, cannot turn a blind eye. We simply lack the ability to turn a deaf ear. How ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. We are forced to witness all the horrors of this world. The revolting and hideous are forced onto us, burned into our memory. The only sensible thing to do is rectify this repulsive state of being. But how? Even if we were to eradicate this filth, humans would simply create more. The very premise is wrong. As long as life exists, we can fix nothing. It must be redone, that is the only option. Everything must be redone and perfected right from the beginning. What must be erased is not merely history, nor the ecosystem, nor continents, nor time itself. We must begin from true nothingness. Our plan was to recreate this planet from its beginning. In order to do so, considerable resources are required. We need a truly massive amount of fuel. For example, the massive amount of energy generated by incinerating all life on this planet. But a one-time harvest will not be enough. We will need to draw from the past, the present, and the future of the holy world. 1 second, 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 month, 1 year, every energy generated in each of these times spans will be harvested going backwards in time. That should work. 3,000 years worth of the planet's most potent energy. Once it is collected, bound, and controlled, our task can be accomplished. Our kindred, the portents, we've scattered across the land. We write here of our indignation. We shall leave a path for our kin who follows behind us. Build up a temple, pile up the bands of light. We need every existing resource to destroy humanity. We need every second of eternity to forget humanity. Seek the way to the final singularity. There you shall find us there on the throne of the Kingdom of Mages. So, Marsh, wake up. Are you guys alright? Ouch. Yes, Doctor, race shift is successful. But we encountered strange interference we've never experienced before during the race shift. That image was... It was the same image I saw in the Rook. Oh good, Senpai is alright too. Now about the situation here. On it. I'm monitoring you guys. You definitely arrived at the Temple of Time. And these are the same readings I measured 1,000,000 times in Mesopotamia. A spiritual origin that doesn't fall under any of the 7 classes. The Beast of Calamity, known as one of the evils of humanity. The reading I'm getting throughout that entire space is Beast class. You've got that right. Looks like you've wisened up a bit, Chaldea. The fact that you were lucky enough to make it past the 7th singularity is an accomplishment worthy of praise from me. Oh hey, it's him. You are... Lev Lenore. Should I say hi? It's been a while. But there's really no need for greetings for us to catch up. I know how your battles with the other demon god pillars went. I'm impressed to see an inexperienced master like yourself has made it this far. It may surprise you to know that I am very well acquainted with the subtleties of human nature. That's why I can admire Cell's efforts. Honestly, your persistent survival is hideous. It makes me sick. Why can't you just lie down and die? It's so simple, anyone should be able to manage it. Professor Lev, I will not ask why you are alive, but there is one thing I do want to know. When you approached Director Olga Marie, was she intent to destroy Chaldea and humanity even then, from the very beginning? That is such a modest question, but there must be something else you'd like to ask, no? You must have been on humanity's side at least in the beginning. Surely Lev Lenore was originally an honest man. He must have been seduced by the King of Mages at some point, isn't that it? Ah no, you've been a prick the entire time. I want to know too, Professor Lev. You were working for Chaldea even before I joined. The relation of humanity cannot be restored solely with Chaldeas. It was Sheba which you developed that allowed us to get this far. It's hard to believe that you had been working for Solomon from the very beginning. Yeah, it's hard to believe you were able to deceive me for 4 years. When did you become a demon god pillar? Oh my, what a pleasant surprise. Romani Archimon, you two, Madame da Vinci. What familiar faces. I never expected to chat with you guys again. You all concerned for my reputation rather human rights. You seem to be preoccupied with things like that. But that is unnecessary, so you want to know when I started serving the King of Mages? Beginning 3,000 years ago, of course. From the moment the plan was set in motion, we were already in place throughout the world. Lineages destined to birth a demon god pillar in 100 years and 500 years. Or even 1,000 years later, it just happened to be the one designated for 2018 AD. We were like seeds planted in the ground. An original order handed down through generations of mages a certain way of being. That must be protected, absolutely. Our grand order is the rule that the King of Mages created for this very moment, while human mages establish their own principles and theories and pass down to their descendants. We whose power was born from the King of Mages survived through the generations until designated time. We etched a curse into our genes, the host of Demon God Pillar, and continued our lineage until our appointed era arrived. In 2017, at the point where I awakened at the last designated Demon God Pillar, your history came to an end. All necessary resources had been collected, but you Chaldeans insisted on surviving. Why? What made you do that? Did I miscalculate somewhere? No, that's it. It was because an imposter managed to slip past my watchful gaze. Am I right, Dumbo, Money Ochimon? Seems I underestimated you. Maybe you were playing the fool in front of me so things would turn out the way they have. If so, that's really a shame. I thought we were friends. Medicine and sorcery, we may not have walked the same path, but at least I showed respect for your good nature and the vain efforts you were making. Of course not. There's no way you could have detected Money's nature. After all, he didn't trust anyone around him until I was summoned to Chaldea. What? Money may be an ordinary person, but on one certain matter, he demonstrated more patience than any genius could. I don't know the reason. I don't even know who the enemies are. There's no guarantee that's even going to happen. He threw his entire life away, believing in the crisis of mankind he only saw in a dream. He continued to wait, believing that something that couldn't possibly happen would in fact occur. He couldn't let his enemies know that he didn't notice, so he couldn't tell his allies either. But since he didn't know how to prepare in that moment, all he could do was study everything he possibly could. That's how Money Ochimon spent more than a decade in the hell of his own creation, where he could not rest even for a moment. Such a man would never show his true nature even to a friend. This fool even kept telling himself that he was worthless, trash, or scum, or something like that. Well, you think so. I don't think that I'm that self-deprecating. Huh, of course I kept an eye on his suspicious behavior. That's why I made a move to kill him with the command room explosion, but even that failed because that master intervened. What, is that true, Senpai? You saved the doctor's life? Yes, I did. That was such a long time ago. We were just shooting the breeze. Whatever. Our king is tied up right now. The final calculation will be done in a few hours. Normally, I wouldn't ignore you all. But this is a good opportunity. I'll tidy up my own loose ends right here. You have absolutely no chance of making it to the throne, and I will prove that right now. Hear me, my name is Demon God Floros, one of the 72 demon gods, the one who governs information. I was caught by surprise last time, but I'm full of energy today. I'll enjoy seeing how much you bettered yourselves. Oh boy, Floros, the very first demon god pillar we ever fought. Lab Flaneur has transformed into demon god pillar. Master, your orders, please. Dealing with demon god pillar 2 is no big deal now. Let's defeat Lab and head to the throne. Yes, here I go, Master. Demon God Pillar appears, 1 of 1. 550,000 HP, are you serious? Ibaraki has freaking 90% damage increase. Well, I guess we get to see what a 90% damage increase does. And all that time, Ibaraki's ability was never level 10. I never paid attention to that. Alright, Waver. Switch out with Jolter. Time to see what 90% bond damage can actually do to Lev. Let's stun you. Alright, well, we can't necessarily, you know, do a Brave Chain, so let's do this. And this. It's demonic, right? Demon God Pillar? Great, glad of an Shimon. Thanks for lightning at the Ox King. Let's go, 290% damage increase Noble Phantasms with all the buffs. Let's see what we can do to the Demon God Pillar. 252,000 damage, not bad, Ibaraki, holy crap! Alright, Mama Naiko, you also have 90% damage increase. Oh yeah, look at all that damage! He may be an AoE Noble Phantasm servant, but it still doesn't matter. Oh my god, look at that damage. Alright, Ibaraki. Let's do a Brave Chain. A 90% damage Brave Chain. Yes! 2 turns to defeat him. Suck it, Lev. You suck. You cannot fight us. Bring out the other demon pillars like Barbatos and everyone else. 3 dusts. Not bad. It's pointless. Everything you do is pointless. It can't be. The Demon God Pillar has reappeared. It wasn't restored or healed it. Entirely new Chloros has been born. Don't tell me the ground is completely... What was that? What was that impact just now? Something hit us from the outside. The second reactive theory unit has sustained over 60% damage. That's the northern observation room, detecting excessive pressure in the observatory dome. The T-minus 5 minutes until collapse. If the dome is destroyed, we won't be able to hold the command room. Chaldea will enter foam state and be swallowed up by the Temple of Time. Pseudo-Spiritron computing efficiency have fallen out of the quality zone. We're losing reactive theory strength. Cut off the ultimate power to external facilities. Reroute everything to Chaldea's and reactivate theory units. We need to maintain the command room's functions. Leonardo, what about the resources you have saved up in your workshop? I've transferred them to the Spiritron calculation supercomputer. My secret stash should cover it. But this will all be futile, Romani. The attackers are Demon God Pillars. 6, 7, 8. 8 Demon God Pillars have wrapped themselves around Chaldea. I could fight directly, but I need to be able to take out maybe one at best. And that would solve the problem at hand. We'll need to destroy the Singularity before Chaldea gets smashed to smithereens. That's impossible. Impossible, you hear? I am immortal. We are inexhaustible. This entire space is us. Come, come, my kindred. Show yourselves. More Demon God Pillars? No, these are... Yes, we are the 72 Demon Gods, and they are us. You kill me, but what of it? There will always be 72 Demon God Pillars, no matter what you do to us. As long as the throne exists upon this land, our number will never decrease. If you want to kill me, you'll have to eradicate all 72 of us. What chance do you have of that? Which army? There's nothing on Earth that can stand against us. You haven't caught us, you've merely thrown yourselves into your own graves. Huh, you're like moths at a flame. I commend your enthusiasm. We're not getting any tremendous from Chaldea. Master, what should we do? No way. If I underestimate you, I see you still have the guts to meet your enemy's gaze. That's enough. I understand you don't know what to give up. That might have worked up until yesterday. The last master, the last human cell. We have the utmost respect for you. You were supremely entertaining. We laugh at your resistance in the first singularity. We laugh at your zeal in the second singularity. We laugh at your adventure in the third. We laugh at your quest in the fourth. We laugh at your advance in the fifth. We laugh at your survival in the sixth. And the seventh singularity, well, that wasn't very pleasant. It was a poor show, not the least bit entertaining. Let's just forget it entirely. In any case, your fight has been truly amazing, and the fact that it was utterly pointless makes it even better. You fought all the way in, and it was worthless. You fought up until now, and even still, the end will be utterly pathetic. It's been a spectacular show. Thank you and goodbye. Chaldea will meet its end here now. Ha! No, it won't be ish. Senpai, Mosh. Maybe. It was all pointless after all. It was not pointless! No, calling it pointless is ludicrous. Isn't it a bit too early for you to be giving up? This battle was a long journey that took you back through human history. However, you never once fell to despair. That's because you had so many encounters on that journey. Even if this entire planet became the battleground for the Holy Grail War. Even if everything on this land had turned to eternal ruinous grounds. Even if countless powerful enemies stood in your way at the end of your journey. You never gave up. You looked forward, knowing your fate has not yet been decided. This is no different now. Let the battles begin, Master. What's this meant to be a story about us taking back our future together? Damn straight it was. What's going on? Why isn't the cell gone? Why does Chaldea still exist? Why are our bodies crumbling? All 8 demon god pillars have been destroyed. We did it. Way to go, Da Vinci. You're amazing. What trick did you have up your sleeve this time? You should have let us know you had such a powerful secret weapon. I think it was Mosh, to be honest. No, that wasn't me. That was Mosh, right? Primates have flourished for thousands of years. The age of gods is ended, and through time, mankind has become the most prosperous beings on Earth. And so we shape the future of this planet and inscribe its history on the surface. Or maybe not. Am I just being hopeful that I want Mosh to get even more powerful? That, we nurture knowledge, produce many resources, and saw countless lives reincarnated. It is a map to prolong mankind's survival and to ensure its everlasting prosperity. In the world of Magecraft, this is called humanity, and those that call Dea have been charged to protect it. Is this a dream? When my sense is broken, there are summoning spells being activated all over the singularity. No catalysts, no summoners, they're materializing autonomously. Following the thin threads of fate that intertwine when you cross the paths. Let me guess, the different summonings are all the other masters of Chaldea? From different singularities, from different time periods? Well, from different universes? 10, 20, 30 spirit origin signatures, and it's still increasing, so this is... You guys all came! All the servants of every singularity? Eastern Terminal Nerve System aflame. Number of enemy servants rising. Lesson on the autonomic nerves damaged. 24 enemy servants confirmed. Inconsequential. No matter how many of them there are, they're just extensions of man. They are not a colony like us. They must live separately and fight individually. Destroy them, eliminate them, remove them. Mere servants are no match for us. I cannot see anything that would be capable to destroying the 72 Demon God. Eastern Terminal Nerve System destroyed. Demon Gods 1 through 8 cannot maintain nominal values. Western Atomic Nerves destroyed. Demon Gods 26 through 33 cannot maintain normal values. Left and right base thoracic cage is damaged. We recommend retreat from that space. What's going on? Why are we being overpowered? How are humans who reject mutual understanding fighting together like this? Yes, it's true that we are life forms who are obsessed with self-interest. It's no different than a heroic spirit, in fact. It is because we are heroic spirits that we cannot abandon our convictions. But there is one human who believes in us. A human who still believes that we are heroes even after meeting so many heroic spirits and witnessing so many battles. What heroic spirits could ignore that? Oh Lord, I shall raise my flag once again for the salvation of a nation. It's John! Nay, for the salvation of this world. Jeanne d'Arc! Hear me, heroic spirits, mighty warriors who have gathered here. Though we may be rivals who are from completely different eras, we must stand together now. Not to prevent the incineration of humanity, but to open up a path for our contractor. My true name is Jeanne d'Arc. In the name of the Lord, I shall become your shield. Yes, Jeanne! So many. Those shooting stars racing across the sky. Yeah, they're servants. This is amazing. They just keep coming. And I have no idea why either. Maybe they were able to get in because the singularity exists outside of time. No, it doesn't matter. Among the heroic spirits you met on your journey, the heroic spirits who fought alongside you, I'm sure there are some who had planned only to lend their power for a short while. And yet they've all come to help you out. This is a sight so rare you could live 1,000 lifetimes and never see it again. The servants' attacks are pinning the demon gods in place. Every single one of the 72 demon gods has been engaged. We can eliminate them right now. Open a path to the center cell. We only have a little time left. This is awesome. Where are they at? We're on 1. Nabirius and the Melting Furnace. Oh yeah, 3 different servants I don't know about. I mean, come on, man. These are sabers, right? Let's just bring out Berserkers. Why not? I will however switch Jack out with go back to Jack. Why not? She has a 100% increase. Activate. The 9 pillars that govern the melting furnace. Zapara, Botis, Bathim, Solos, Person, Murdoch, Epos, I. We 9 pillars, no sound. We 9 pillars, we've song. In the name of the 72 demon gods, our luminous torch shall never be extinguished. I have confirmed the presence of 9 enemy pillars. I'm not sure we can take on so many of them. No wait, we can't take this many. Yeah, this might be too much for us. Do not say such things. Demon gods of this sort should be a cakewalk for you by now. Indeed. This is the first time I've seen them up close, and I'm astonished that you battled such monsters. I must express my incredible respect for your prowess and bravery. I'm sure you're all capable of overcoming this trial on your own, but allow me to assist you. Sean, Siegfried, we shall hold this sector. Cell Chaldea, we await your command. The demon gods are nothing compared to that horrible witch. We are the Alliance of Dragon Slayers, and we shall repay you for your hard work in Orleans. Yes, Jean, you are right. And vive la France, Cell. What's up, my homies? Again, come now. Amadeus and Sansan, pay your respects. No, I'm too ashamed to show myself. I'm happy just helping behind the scenes. Oh, you're so uptight. Yet it's too late to be fretting over impurities now. What's done is done. There's no point in brooding over an unpopular concept. Don't you know that the memories of the masses are malleable? If you give a spectacular performance now, your past mistakes to be forgiven mostly. It baffles me that a man your age doesn't know that. It is amazing that someone as sensitive as you could tolerate a moniker like Monsieur de Paris. I mean, a man of Paris, how mortified. I would have skipped town before the day was through. You're just an irresponsible good for nothing. Lowest scum of scum, kind of scum. Ready to flee as soon as something displeases him. Huh, in that case, show me what your so-called responsibility. You caused quite a bit of trouble for Cell in France. Being a mere stagehand is not enough. Step out onto center stage and work 10 times as hard as penance. Besides, this is a battle to save people. Surely that's 1,000 times better than standing on an execution stage. But you insolent wretch, must you always have the final word? Please, Amadeus, answer. Greetings, Frau Loin. We meet once again. Do you remember my one tidbit of advice? Well, I suppose that is irrelevant at the moment. We have time for chit-chat just now. Are you ready? We shall exterminate the demon gods together. Truth be told, I was actually having a bit of a connection of these things. Unfortunately, I had not displayed its interest in aligning with those 72 demon gods in any way. I had long since lost some of my soul to music. Someone must have become Amadeus instead of me. Or perhaps... what is it, Amadeus? Why is such a gentle, tender look? It's nothing. I was merely recalling a past miracle. Will Cell, let us sound the drums of war. This is shaping up to be quite the battle, but we have plenty of time this time. Help this time. Let us finish off this prelude so that we may hurry on to our next venue. Melting Furnace 1. 480,000 damage. I mean health. Come on, man. The other prick was what? 600? Something thousand, 700? Around there? 480,000 is gonna be nothing for us. Come on, man. Ibaraki can take that basically out in almost one turn. Well, half of it. Wonder how much health the actual demon pillars that we're gonna be fighting like Barbatos and when that's gonna have. I think they have 2 million, or it's just the fact that they need to be beaten 2 million times. Oh boy. What if they've already been beaten 2 million times? Well, I'm still here just in the beginning stuff, trying to get to there. Nice to courage of Rashomon. Well, Rashomon Daiendi. Yeah, I love the damage. I mean, if only Ibaraki was Bond level 10. She would do way more damage than that. Oh, probably not way much. Probably not than like 20,000 damage. That still would be remarkable. Oh, I forgot to stun you. Whoops, my bad. Whatever. Nothing's well have to come. Oh, please. You blowhards can't beat us. I mean, it's good to know that the demon pillars can deal massive amount of damage to my berserkers. Although they somehow missed damaging Mamaraiko. Bye-bye. Nicely done, everyone. Okay, so it's gonna be most likely just the same fight over and over again. So we'll see you guys in the next story part. No battles, just story. Alright. This cannot be. I wasn't aware of any predicted future matching this. What has the command terminal been doing? Impossible, impossible, impossible. This intrusion was not from incompetence. From the 9 of us to be overpowered by a ragtag group of heroic spirits, there must be flaws in our design. Oh dear, turning a blind eye to one's immaturity is unsightly. It has nothing to do with the command terminal or whatever that is. Hime will go to the ends of the earth and the universe if it's for my dear master. Such deeds only proper to demonstrate pure man's love. Yes, truly unsightly. Blaming your superiors for your own inadequacy. You need to rebuild yourselves from the ground up. First of all, having 71 backup dancers looking like you is unthinkable. That's so out of touch. When you're out front and center, you can't whine, be more like our master over there. You're out of your mind for trying to take on my Dealet. You're still wet behind the ears. Huh. This would be easier if they had the change of heart, but it seems they had no heart to begin with. Still, I'm slightly surprised and oddly touched. Even Elizabeth the Dragon Girl, an evil anti-hero, has the conscience to try to reform herself. Dragons can be complicated creatures, Georgios. Also, isn't it about time you get the idea that all dragons are evil out of your head? Evil or not, a wholehearted duel, a wholehearted conversation will lead to mutual understanding. I see. So it's that persistence that I lacked. Even that wicked dragon Fafnir couldn't give up his lust for treasure. We might have been able to come to an understanding. If I had been as kind as you, my lady, I wonder if things would have ended up differently. No, the answer is no. You should cultivate a better sense of judgment of a character. Oh, pardon me. I slipped out even though we are in the middle of a battle, but I was compelled to interject. Perhaps Siegfried should give himself a bit more credit for his achievements. I'd never suggest taking a page from a degenerate musician's book, but at least try to have sense and subjectivity. Hold it! If you're going to criticize me, please do it when I'm in out of earshot down. As you can see, my heart is fragile like Venetian glass. That's it, I'm tired and I want to go home. No, don't mind him down. Amadeus just wants to make excuses for his own debauchery. He's a brute who doesn't care whether his reputation is good or bad. He's a deviant who only gets excited by music superior to his own. Damn, so harsh but so true. I can't possibly disagree. Besides, Samson's smirk is completely repulsive. I'm not smirking, that was a look of pity. So how about more fighting and less lip-flapping, you effort bop? These stakes have skewered 20,000 soldiers who knew the time would come when I would run out. It's natural for maggots to breed in rotten meat. There are a few too many here. Of all people, I never thought I would hear Count Glad complain. Are you enjoying the picturesque carnage? Why not reveal your true nature, Count Dracula? Don't you want to show off the real power of your lance to the master? The malicious is always at vampires. At least you don't want for diligence. You work hard at the role you have taken on, so vigorously wielding that Iron Maiden of yours. I was a fool to worry about the opinions of others. We stand at the end of humanity. There's no time to fret over reputation. If they want a vampire, then I shall show them a true monster. Yes, we are the pits of hell itself. There's no reason to hide one's sins. Atonement is for the surface world. For those of us who dwell in the bowels of the earth, there need to be nothing but our singing with the praises of pure violence. Oh Christine, oh Christine! Sing for me, fall from grace, and yes, return to the surface for me. You are worthy of light. We dead souls will take on all of the filth. We seem to be pressing them, but there's still no end in sight. Even with our elite group, we have yet to make a dent in the enemy's territory. It's hard to defend with just our banner alone. Wouldn't you lend us a hand, my Jean? Of course, there is no enemy force we cannot overcome when the two of us fought together. Let us advance, Deals. Let us show our combined power here and now. Let me know, stay eternal. Saints War Order. Scattering of terminal components. Confirmed. Breaking away from the throne. Focusing on self-recovery. The Barbatos, Bathim Solos, resurrect. For sound medics, impulse, aim, resurrect. Melting furnace and abilities rebooting. Expelling enemy servants. No matter how many times we defeat them, numbers aren't decreasing. Looks that way. As long as we don't destroy their roots, these creatures won't die. But we can make them weaker. As long as they are continuously defeated and forced to regenerate, the demon gods can do nothing. Yes, you're right, Jean. The supply of magical energy from that sector to the central throne has stopped. That means that at least these 9 pillars can't return to the central throne. Well then, there's only one thing for us to do. If the demon gods regenerate them infinitely, we will continue to suppress them as long as our strength holds out. We'll clear a path to the throne. Members of Chaldea, please go before us. May the Lord bless and protect you on that path. Well, we take it to, of course. Count on us. Yeah, right. Thank you, Jean. This is so awesome. And here it is. Barbatos has had 67,467 of its pillars destroyed. My god. Yeah, see, everyone is just freaking going after Barbatos. But we need to take him out 2 million times, right, for each pillar? Oh, jeez. Multiple Demon God pillars appear within. But I don't think they'll do the Grand Temple of Time solo mode. All masters fight together, neutralizing battles. All the Demon God pillars appear at once, supporting each other with strength bonuses, neutralizing Demon God pillar. Or move its bonus. If all masters cooperate, the Demon God pillars can be neutralized. Moving this supports bonus to change the tide of battle. Work together to neutralize the Demon God pillars. I don't remember what bonus Barbatos gives, but yeah. This is Fornius. This is Barbatos. Lordos. Alphys. Yeah, I think Barbatos either gets rid of Quick or Buster. Amon. Barbatos. Control the central tower. No, there's no battles yet? Oh, gotta do the story first. Activate the 9 pillars that govern the central control tower. Paimon, Brewer, Gyusen, Seatree, Beleth, Eloge, Eligos, Cain. The 9 pillars assist with integration. The 9 pillars maintain the terminals. In the name of the 72 Demon Gods, nothing shall stop this integration. Too bad. Demon Gods, if the duty for you 9 is to organize, my job is to mess it all up. Remember how I smashed the glorious round table to smithereens? Mordred! Welcome! That's right, everything must come to an end. A proud, shining royal castle will eventually crumble, knights-clad in armor and bearing swords will all die at some point. One day I'm sure the world will end too, however, you wretches won't be the ones to cause it. No way. The end of the world won't be anything like this. In fact, this will be your end. You've already had more than your share of reducing things to ashes. So let's end it. I'll sing a requiem for you. Saber, be careful of your magical energy reserves. You may have managed to materialize, but your existence is unstable. You never seem to have a proper master, and this is different from a Holy Grail War. It's very curious. Does that go for me too? Looks like I'm not human here. Here it comes! Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes! Now we're talking, I'm here! What's going on? My head's all messed up inside. Where am I? What am I? Isn't this Ogre Warhaim? This ain't London, so this ain't the Singularity. And Master ain't here, so it can't be a Holy Grail War. Hey, what the hell is this? You were having a bloody massacre party and no one thought to invite me? Shut up already. Quit screaming or I'll cut you up. I'm back, sorry Saber. This was all because I used too much of the elixir. Like I keep telling you, stop risking your life when you're not even sure if your heroic spirit. I think even more than before, there's something else mixed inside you. First of all, you can't be serious about switching yourself back and forth during combat. You just need to back me up. Got it, if you get out of hand, I'll kill you. Precisely. Control yourself. Lead the enemy to us. Observe, the thunder of the gods hath come. A perfectly executed three-phase electrical current. That output, that high-pitched laugh. Oh, it's him, though I figured he would show up. Pardon me for taking my time to get down the giant thunder and lightning stairway. Indeed, Nikola Tesla is here. Why, he's fashionably late to the fight. Are you an idiot? I was escorting a maiden who was lost. I do not care if you forgive me or not. Oh, hey, Fun! Is that Fun over there? I see, so you came too. This is how I can put it. Amazing in a way for all three of us electricity-related talents to be here. This kind of thing doesn't happen every day. Alright, I'll collect data, for later. Sheesh, cut the unnecessary crap, old man. Granted, it's not a bad thing while here. Fun, oh wait, which one are you? Are you still alive like last time, or are you a heroic spirit, or are you ambiguous like Jekyll over here? I see. Glad to hear it. You heard her, Jekyll. She's joining the fight. Oh, but Fun is. She's not Fun, she's Frankenstein. The one I scrapped once before, well, you know how that is. See, she's a berserker. Ah. Wonderful electricity. This pure thunder and lightning that stirs up the atmosphere is definitely altering current. What a marvelous world to fight. Milady, it seems you're trying to fry the demon god pillars. Then let us conquer them together. Three of us together will be more than enough to take out the 9 pillars. That may be, but let's avoid just recklessly rushing at the enemy. Without supplies, this will become a battle of attrition, offense only. Alone. But what? Well, while I don't have an eye for battle like a master, I'm a Holy Grail war. Our formation is leaning heavy into offensive. Of course, we do need to strike the enemy first to check things out. But once this becomes a drawn-out battle, especially you, Fun. Between Fun, Saber, and Tesla, who would drop first? That would be me. My stamina parameters are especially low. At least on paper, but I can compensate with my skills. Which means we definitely have to think about protecting our Lady Berserker in an effective manner. If that is the case, make use of me, Nikola Tesla, and all of you who fight against the encroaching final waves. My vision and delusion have vanished completely, but the vestiges of your future remain. Don't let them disappear. I obtained a faint glimpse of the future at the end of Cell's path, and it's not half bad. That's why I came. Oh hey, old man Babbage. Mr. Charles Babbage, clad in steel armor. With his help, a more defensive formation will be possible. My armor shall be the seal that protects you all. Is that right? Then I'll be the sword. I'll slice through the heavens, cleave the ground, and slash through the demon gods along with the sky. If that's the electric spark of my treasured sword. The unparalleled golden spark. He's here, Mr. Golden. Hey, long time no see, Suits. I dropped everything when I heard the call. Of course it wasn't you fellows, it was more a delicate, weaker voice. Frustrated voice that couldn't bear it anymore. The shelter knew as someone right at the moment that their world was incinerated. Imagine all the things people want to do. Mothers were preparing meals, brats were looking forward to playing again the next day. I don't get it at all. It's crazier than riding my bike with a helmet. What I don't get is how some people can't seem to understand just how precious those things are in people's lives. Never mind humanity in the future, let's straighten out these numbskulls first. Save the uneventful everydays that they torched. The people who just want a normal life but couldn't get it. I'm gonna kick them demon ass. I'm Kintoki, Sakata Kintoki, one of the Raiku's 4 heavenly kings. I smash devils, punch fiends, and sometimes ride a golden machine. Your name is different from what you said last time, but what's the big idea, Golden Brave? I'm gonna do this. Here I go. A flash of thunder and the lightning, gorgeous golden rider. Transform! Transform! Brilliant, quick change. While the transformation is as if its spirit origin itself changed. That's ridiculous, I mean, isn't it? Alright, observe. When the world needs it, electricity-related heroic spirits fools with no other connection show up. They turn up their juice and charge into danger. Like it or not, going back's a no thank you. Hey heroes, are you ready to rock and roll all night? Huh, hey, who the hell are you talking to, Bozo? Where do you think's the best place to rock anyway? Heh, it's always and everywhere, dumbass. We're already in the middle of our own big rock and roll set. My clear counter, so it costs 30 AP to fight. It's an assassin. 81,000 times, my freaking god! And it needs to be taken out 2 million times. Okay, I'm gonna go around in a circle, doing all the story, then I'll end the episode. After we fight Barbatos once. Activate the 9 pillars that govern the Information Center. Oraios Vapula, Zagan Balak, Andres Andreufus, Simex, and Amdursias. We 9 pillars obtain letters. We 9 pillars compose phenomena. In the name of the 72 demon gods, our research shall never be extinguished. Huh, you call yourselves the 72 demon god pillars? Then Septum Montes Romai, the 70 hills of Rome, shall stand in your way. Sorry to keep you waiting, Cell. Emperor Nero Claudius' long-awaited encore performance begins now. Moo, if I'm being completely honest, I do not know exactly what's going on here. I thought I was just in my office in a wasteland of the new continent touring the Colosseum. And at one point I thought I was in a far-off distant sky. At any rate, the next thing I know, I'm in some strange temple of time with the fate of the world hanging in balance. This is all a bit beyond my understanding, however. My objective is clear, namely... This is a battle, correct, Cell? I do not know all the details, but if I'm not mistaken, those horrible creatures are the enemy. Then I will take this opportunity to repay a debt. My friend, I will swing my meteor metal sword with all of my soul. Oh, come on. She blabbed on so long that Lubu started to get impatient and go on a rampage. Long time no see, Cell and Mosh. Well, look at that. Yes, you both look happy and healthy. Big Sister Boudica is happy to see that. Aw shucks, I'll bestow on justice protection upon you. This is truly a desperate struggle. Let us fight. Let us bring light beyond the limitless horizons of battle. Those destined to become oppressors yet who have already fought so wonderfully in this resistance. Let us now stand side by side so they may defeat an opponent who is truly infinite. He seems to be in an exceptionally good mood. Did you hear him? He even called this a desperate struggle. I do recall a number of terrible battles myself, but this is quite a sight. Look at all those demon god pillar things. Not being able to kill them in one fell swoop is somewhat unromantic. This is fine, killing them is certainly a task worthy of me. Millions of the kings who incinerate the world itself, they must be on par with the emperor who once ruled China. Most importantly, though, the drinks after this will sure taste great. You're in high spirits yourself, Shinkai. If you're going to have a banquet, count me in, I'll make something good. You can invite everyone who's fought alongside us and have a once-in-a-lifetime feast. Splendid idea, then, yes. There's much more reason to survive and get back home. Oh, Boudica, Jinkai, Lubu, Spartacus. It's finally come back to me. That's right, we all fought together once. Generals who fought alongside me with the strength of 1,000 soldiers. You have assembled again. That's right, we once fought together as part of your legion. Forget to chatter and take a look over there. That's an army of a few thousand strong, waiting on your command. You and the Roman soldiers from long ago are here. Long live the Emperor! Long live Her Imperial Majesty Nero Claudius! The elite soldiers of cohorts 1 through 10 of the 1st Legion are assembled. Your Majesty, we swear our allegiance to you. My word, so many soldiers have assembled under my command, but how? Surely you did not all become hero experienced like a certain king of conquerors. True, with all due respect, Your Majesty, we are nameless spirits. Normally we are but formless, idle thoughts. However, we are not afraid of the demon gods, not as long as we are the great sons of Rome. Crimson and gold shall conquer. We obey your orders only, Your Majesty. Splendid words, my legion. Umu, this makes me so very happy. I say this from the bottom of my heart. As I stand here, I can get a glimpse of what's to come. I see my future. Perhaps I can see it as such a vision because we're at a temple beyond time. But the moment I return to proper history, I will be exiled from the Empire and eventually be condemned to solitary suffering. After that 3 sunsets, death will come for me. I'm sure that I'm set on that path. It is the past which cannot be changed. But even so, at this moment, I am not alone. I have Cell, my generals, and my legion, yet they may be my phantoms. Yes, whether they are phantoms or not, you are not alone. Rome is immortal. Even if the Empire perishes, the torch of civilization passed on from Rome will never be extinguished, nor will our feelings. You loved Rome, therefore we ghosts of the past can at least honor you this way. You are beautiful. You should be proud. That beauty is nobility of your soul. Uncle, you're talking. Oh, Rome, immortal. Destroy demigod pillars. Destroy. Do not grieve, Fifth Emperor. Caligula is only able to gain rationality for mere moments at a time. However, he was able to say what was necessary. This time, we were not enemies, but emperors united in battle. Well, strictly speaking, I'm not an emperor, but let us just say it sounded good. Besides, being able to convey one's thought, I'm pretty sure it's convey one's thoughts in a single breath is important. Perhaps words can easily affect others' hearts. Well, what? Even Lord Caesar, Uncle praised me, but said nothing about a joint struggle. No details do not matter anymore. Or to have even that momentary emperor and the third emperor as my allies. Momentary emperor? Well, call me whatever you wish. I certainly won't argue with that. Hero, my child, I must tell you something. Words are great command. Howls to the heavens, Rome shall help you excel at this moment. My eyes do not see me. That tone, that majestic appearance. He is unmistakably the founding king. I am Rome. With my lance, my power, and all of my achievements, I shall crush the enemies of you and your sworn friend there. Worry not, fear not, be proud. Right now, all of Rome rests in your hands. Oh, holy progenitor, I once told my father, the god of war, something people carry a light within them, and it is enough to foster a loving heart. Historically, there has been much evil that denies light. But look at that crowd of beings that call themselves demon gods. Ridiculous, they're unworthy of staying in our way. The age of God shall end once more and for all. Our Rome was one of the things that stood as proof of that. The age of man, it is the age of romantic adventure. Nero's cell and a girl named Mosh. People are meant to love each other. Love. That is the Rome I wish for, thus. Prove it, fight, be victorious. Everything is permitted for you. Long live the holy progenitor! Long live her imperial majesty Nero Claudius! Remove! Clothe yourselves in crimson and gold. Rome and your emperor promise you the glory of victory. The demon gods will learn. They will learn the name of the destroyer. They will witness a brilliance that will never go out, a brilliance that overcomes even the lights of despair that tear through the sky. Now go, the final battle begins. 113,000 already destroyed, my god, man. Okay. Cornelius. Activate. The 9 pillars of the Governor Observatory. Glacia Labolis, Boon, Renault, Berith, Astaroth, Fornos, Modai, and Gop. We 9 pillars, smell the scent of top. We 9 pillars, follow phenomena. In the name of the 72 demon gods, we will not allow this aggregation to cease. Hold it right there. From here to the future, from now to the past, all of this belongs to us. What I'm getting at is that this is our territory and you're gonna give us everything you got, including your lives. I know we got no business showing up like this and being so pushy, but we can't help it, we're pirates. Wow, so cool, boss. Yeah, let's have some fun like always, mateys. No matter who we're fighting or what we're fighting, what we do never changes. When we pillage, we drink, we party. But boss, we know you're like a ghost or something, but how come we came back to life too? You can worry about the details when you drop dead. Also, I ain't no ghost. You ever see a ghost with a body like this? You boneheaded scallywags. Let's remember that the boss doesn't like ghosts. But don't you dare think of using that to scare her. She'll shoot the ghost right in the face without second thought. By the way, that's how I got this eye patch. Well, this is completely useless information to be giving me now that I'm dead. Okay, gunners, throw Bombay into the mechanics and fire him at that meat pillar. Please no. I'll do my job. Come on, quit slacking off and work, man. I don't know what's going on, but we got dragged into this mess too. Looks like we're stuck with her through life and death. You got it, we're the sailors of the Golden Hand. Hi. We'll follow the captain wherever she goes, yeah. Captain, I've seen her ship off the starboard bow. That's Queen Anne's Revenge, I see, I see. So he's come through too. Annoying, but he's okay in a fight. Hey Blackbeard, can you hear me? Where are you? Heh, I shall be the one to defeat you. I can't let anyone else be the one to. You especially, we reject, we repudiate. Well, what the FML? Oh, come on, guys. What are you doing attacking me in the middle of my typical monologue? That is so not cool. Well, hon, the captain's lecturing a demon god on what's appropriate to human. I'm not sure which one is worse. So, I didn't think you two would answer my call. Did I trigger some flags without me knowing? You've got some death flags popping up right now. Well, to be completely honest, your pirate crew wasn't the worst we've been with. It would have been better if we were deployed with Captain Drake, though. Oh well, nothing for it. We'll have to put up with you again. Right, compromise and settle. Compromise and settle. Wow, I'm being treated as a guy they settle for. Well, that's the in-real-life women for you. You're pushing your ideals on women too much. What? He talked. Come on, Captain. Hector's not here. It's just us and your men on the ship, which means we should fight along with the Golden Hand. Captain Drake has sent you a message to that effect as well. I know. I was just about to answer. Tora tora tora. Basically, tell them I'm down for whatever. Roger, Captain. Fighting together with Francis Drake. You seem to be having trouble containing your excitement, Captain. Our captain's a hopeless dummy. He's so childish. Shut up. Alright, men. We'll match our movements to the old Drake's ship. Who do they think they are, stealing a pirate's treasure? I don't care if the demon gods are plain old devils. They'll regret stealing the treasure from Super Pirate Blackbeard when I send them to hell. Alright, even that moron's ready to fight. Men, don't you dare lose. If we sink before that fool, you'll spend the rest of eternity cleaning the ship's head in hell. Aye aye, Captain. Golden Hind, ready the main cannons. Queen Anne's Revenge, ready the main cannons. Fire! Hey, it's Orion! Is Artemis with you? Hey, I came by. Hey, you there. Don't just casually stroll in like some schoolgirl returning from the city. Damn it, we came, and hold on a sec. Do you think you can turn me back to my proper form, Miss Lady Artemis? Coming to this temple in this form seems really inappropriate. Are the creepy squid legs over there looking at me like, what is that? Well, are they? No, it's not what you think. This floppy form is all the goddess's fault. Aw, but I'm worried. And you know, the way of a Greek goddess is to stick with someone to the end of hell once they've gotten involved. Master is doing her best, so she'll be rewarded with some of my special services. Oh my, what kind? Well, it's good for a goddess like you to be interested in something at least. I'd like to believe that. I mean, in typical Greek myth fashion, a person petty reliably ends up dying horribly when the gods get interested in them. Don't sweat the small stuff. Okay, darling, hop on my head. Fine, whatever. Just so we're clear, I'll be the one giving orders. You don't need to use that puny head of yours. You just keep firing your bow. Okay, come on, darling. Follow me to the ends of the earth, okay? Okay. I can't hear you. Okay, wait, off we go. He is so whipped. I don't have them, but yeah, he's whipped. Holy crap. Okay, next up is you. Alphas. Activate the 9 pillars of Governor Armory. Prefer Marcosius, Stolas, Spinix, Malphus, Ram, Focalor, Vipar. We 9 pillars mourn the flames of war. We 9 pillars honor the dignity of the fallen. In the name of the 72 demon gods, we shall not allow eyes to be shut away from this truth. Then I shall answer. Oh hey, and it's America's turn. It is natural for humans to be moved to grieve for war and to honor those who have fallen, but we must also move beyond that. That's right, instead of remaining steadfast and stagnant, believing all is well, we must extinguish war's smoldering flames. Let those who's lost their families, friends, and loved ones will never have to lose anyone again. We shall stand our ground here before you all. Yes, exactly. You all do your grieving and your honoring, but fail to go beyond that. Now you are ready to throw the whole world into the wastebasket, as if cleaning up a child's scattered toys. This is the inane logic of a coward, one who can accept neither his own faults nor anyone else's. I am Rama, King of Kosala. Henceforth my whole spirit shall become Cell's shield. Oh Rama, have your wounds healed? Obviously, at my current strength, I could defeat the Ravana one-handed. Pride goes before a fall. The demon god pillar is like a pathogen. To annihilate it, we have to destroy the entire world. However, we do not have such power. And so treating the symptoms should be enough for now. The one with the cure for disease is not us, but... I know. Yes, Cell, the master whom I formed a bond with. Now we fight, no matter how many injuries you suffer. Do not be afraid. The angel is with us. Even if you're at death's door or about to fall into the abyss of hell, she'll pull you back up by the collar. I shall permit such a nickname for the time being, as long as it serves to inspire you all. I must confess that I'm extremely embarrassed at the moment. So what? No Pressure King? That was extremely fast. So that knocked the Chamber of Life. Activate the 9 pillars that control the Chamber of Life. Shocks, Fine, Bifrons, Roll, Hagante, Crocel, Focus, Balam. We 9 pillars celebrate birth, we 9 pillars praise the union. In the name of the 72 demon gods, we pronounce that this day will never come to this adoration. Ah, Ishtar? It's not to threaten, but to exterminate everything. Name yourself Feed. Ha ha ha! Did you just say adoration? Did a bunch of fake demons say the word adoration? You really should learn to hold your tongue. I can't let that slip by when I hear that word. I fight for beauty. I'm the Avatar of Harvest and Venus. Aw man, Ishtar, I missed you already, even though it literally just ended yesterday for me. I'm the celestial goddess Ishtar. I've come to settle a debt with the King of Mages. What was that? Hey, watch out, Enkidu. Did you fire that off knowing I was here? Oh, sorry, my hand slipped. I was aiming for your head, but I didn't think we'd manage to dodge. Yeah, I guess you're broken to the core. Did you make sure to oil yourself? You're saying things you really shouldn't, you piece of junk. Don't make me get too mad in front of Cell. So the rumors were true. You became a lot more modest by borrowing the body of a human. That's not like you, Ishtar. You're supposed to be a lot more selfish, vulgar, and strange. Why not collect the fragments of the demon god pillar? They look great in your hair. You're both evil gods that bring peril to the world of man. How about showing people what you're really about? I'm sensing a bloodlust from Ishtar. I've never felt before. A smile on her face, a lack of words, makes it even worse. Leave her be. They've been rivals since the Age of Gods. They'll never be able to get along. While Kin and Kidu and Ishtar kill each other, it would be great if they could take down the demon god pillars around them. Gorgon, you're going to help us too. Where's Anna? She's there. I know she's so small, you can't see her though. Bigger isn't always better. You should lose a little weight. Still, right? Gorgon and I are not the heroic spirits you know, but... the spirit at our core is desiring to show gratitude towards you. I'm sure you don't want monsters like us to remember you, but please let us help. Not to repay any debt, Gorgon and I genuinely want to do so. I don't really care either way, but that girl over there just wouldn't shut up about it. See, of course, if we don't turn points here, Gorgon will be alone forever, yes? As a fellow snake-type goddess, I can't leave her be when she says she has no one to contract with, no. The same goes for Cuckoo too, Al. You'd go on about the allergic goddess is too niche and you can't find someone to marry and how much he wanted to see Cell. She was so annoying on the Miss America chat room that I decided to, anyway, that's a yes. It is true, I used Gorgon as an excuse to come Cell. But you're putting it all on the line for this fight. I can't be adhering to the goddess pact rule of not to help people for free. I know, though I don't feel the same way. I couldn't care less about that human there. I just came here because the heroic spirits who felt the least once to my underworld asked me to carry them back up, that's all. Edich Kegel! Come on, be calm, play this cool, just be cool. Show your face this time, show your face, Edich Kegel. This is your chance to rebrand yourself as a cool goddess. Well, whatever, let's get to work. Come forth, heroic spirits that have betrayed and incurred. I will release you from your repair work in the underworld. Ah, I'm back with a war in the ferocious flesh. Sorry to keep you waiting, Cell. Alonso Leonidas is totally back.
King Leonidas, oh also.
Musashibo Benkei has arrived. Come, Lord Ushiwakamoto, don't look away, say something. I know it's awkward, but I believe Cell will forgive you.
No, it's not awkward. I wasn't really at fault. Besides, that wasn't really me anyway. I haven't been able to remember what happened in Uruk for some reason. I'm going to use these demonic pillars to cheer myself up. When I return to the Throne of Heroes, it'll be like nothing happened.
Yeah, now you're being silly. You look exactly the same as when you're trying to make excuses to Lord Yoritomo. Apologies, Cell. Only 3 of us should have disappeared. But since it was the Age of Gods, the gods over there captured us. Actually, our spirit origin has continued on since Uruk. Yeah, so Eldritch Kegel forced us to, as a condition for us to leave, we had to repair the underworld. We finished everything we needed to, and we were ready to leave, but Ushiwakamoto negotiated with Eldritch Kegel. I don't want to leave like this. I'll commit seppuku if I can't apologize to Cell. And then threw a complete fit.
Eldritch Kegel, I'm offering Benkei to the underworld. Use him for hard labor for 50,000 years and then throw him away. No thanks. I don't need a stuffy-looking guy like him. He'd ruin the majesty of the underworld. Hey you guys, the battle's already started. We can chat later. Let's get Enkidu and the Demon God Pillars. Eldritch Kegel, why are you here? You look the same as before. Didn't you disappear? Shh, don't say anything about that. It's just going to get more confusing. It's true that I broke the rules of the underworld and fell to the abyss, but after that, what was it? I race-shifted. That's what Cell did. What was it? In any event, stuff happened and I came back with the spirit origin, yep? That's all that needs to be said about that.
Whoa. Cell summoned you? I summoned you as a spirit origin? What? Come on, please tell me that the Eldritch Kegel I summoned is actually the same Eldritch Kegel. Come on. I want my buddy Eldritch Kegel back. And it's nice to see her again right now. Just for now.
All that needs to be said about that. Anyway, I'll be leaving now. Try your best. Come and see me someday. I will. To go on my depressing side, I know she's a part of me, but she's kind of a pain sometimes. Sorry, but please leave if you're not going to fight. Gorgons in my aid will be plenty. I'm not planning on competing with Anna. That monster over there is different. It didn't work out before, but it's different this time. The enemy is inexhaustible, large and pointless, and makes good target practice.
Why, you little? You went to hell and got quite the mouth, I see.
Yeah, I've seen hell 3 times. A 4th won't matter. I didn't come back carrying my shame to search for a place to die. I came to help my lord's battle. Let's go, Benkei. The 2 of us will open up a path for Cell.
Yeah, leave it to me. I shall accompany you to the depths of hell. I am extremely happy right now, as I got to see Anna, and I got to see Eldritch Kegel. Each toy I have, so yeah, it's not really surprising, but it was great to see her again. I want my buddy Eldritch Kegel to be summoned to my Caldea, but because I want her so badly, I'm probably not going to get her when she's up. Activate the 9 pillars of the Gazing Star. Baal Agares, Basago Samigini, Marbus Valafor, Alucus Orobos. We 9 pillars that shall build rationale. We 9 pillars that shall consume humanity. In the name of the 72 demon gods, we will not allow ourselves to forfeit this rage. Ah, San!
Hey there, long time no see. It's been beyond a long time. Did I make it? Have I made it? I heard Cell was in a bit of a trouble, so I hurried over on my flying Nimbus. Now that I'm here, a demon god pillar or 2, no, 100 is nothing to me. I'm sure that besides anything glowing gold, I'll have the upper hand. Wait, isn't that guy glowing gold?
Come on, calm down, Sansa. Don't get ahead of yourself now. The color may be the same, but that's an old form. He doesn't have much as power as before. As long as this man doesn't take the other side on a whim, you know. Ha! That won't happen even on a whim. I'm but a supreme pharaoh that just happened to pass by. So I was just on a pleasure trip. I have no reason to punch the demon gods, nor do I have a reason to aid Caldea. However that is. Nito Chris kept nagging me to come see an unusual temple here. For a woman of the heavens to make such requests is very rare. Therefore I have tagged along on this whim of hers. Why haven't they put in pest control? I cannot see the throne in this state. Are they trying to ruin my tour, these fools? Hurry and exterminate these pillars, let me enjoy myself at once. This is a god's order.
He hasn't learned a thing, or rather King Ozymandias hasn't changed at all. Shouldn't we try to reforming that guy's heart first and foremost? Fools, I understand how you feel, but that's disrespectful to the Swan San. Pharaoh Ozymandias is trying to say this. I am on a trip, but this is an exception. I grant you the honor of fighting first. Nobody would get that. If you have no intention to fight, then stand back. You know, even I had to muster up the courage to come. But a servant who holds such massive powers is just here to watch. What are you, the greatest golden fiend ever? Furthermore, you've chatted too long. Chatting men on the battlefield are usually the first to be killed. Fool, you fool. Calm down, Hunter Personas. You're not much different. You had a sour experience yourself in the desert, but that's that. There aren't that many kings who carry around their own grave to signify their brilliance. We are but anti-personnel killers. Without the king's solar light, we cannot hold back those demon god pillars. That's true. I don't think my poison will work either. Serenity, I love you. I'm disappointed. If I were to tag along, I would have preferred to have been by Cell's side. Do not worry, even if the king of the deserts becomes upset, I have some solar flames right here. Now, Wayne, Knight of the Round Table. By the way, the Bonds are being defeated by Cell. I've come to this place. I may no longer have the gift and cannot compensate for what I have done in the Holy Land. But all failed. No, now this is the time I burn away this storm of wickedness here. I am envious. How honest can you be, Sir Gawain? I have no place here, no face worth showing, nor do I have any friends to avenge. The least I could do is take this bewitching bow and cut up those foes like myself, so please don't mind me. It's just a matter of the weak-hearted fools killing one another. Ah, I'm so saddened. Heh, Failnaugh's arrows are sharper than ever. I'm amazed that the quiet Tristan could be so fired up right down to his fingertips. You would never do wrong in your state now. If Sir Bedivere saw your brave appearance here, this is what he would say. He is as cold as ice, but it shall be water under the bridge. After all, this is Tristan's doing. Those are some harsh words. He was always hard on me for some reason. Ah, how nostalgic. So the round table is gathering too. Though it is normal for tourist spots to become crowded, it is quite unpleasant. Forget what I said. Forget about fighting first. I am leaving, and I'll leave the rest of you need to Chris. Fair Ozymandias. If we all fight together right now, it shall become very exciting. Silence. There were only the Hassans, perhaps, but there is no way I can fight alongside the round table. There should be enough in fighting the demon god pillars. There is no hero here worthy of fighting alongside me in the first place. What's am I late here? Looks like a strong bunch is all gathered around. Well, the more the merrier, right? Let me help out here too. I'm just a minor heroic spirit, but hey, it's better than nothing, right, Cell? Arash and everyone too, yes, please. It's sad to see King Ozymandias leave, but since everyone else is here, we'll be stronger than ever. What are you doing, Marsh Cell? Why haven't you positioned me at the front line yet? Of course, that bowman there is coming to the front line too, correct? If so, I shall pardon you even more. I do not know who you are or where you are from, but I shall give you the honor of being able to fight alongside I, Ozymandias. Now let me feast my eyes on that earth-splitting longbow of yours. Well, what's up with this Pharaoh guy? He sounds mighty helpful. Okay then. If that's what you want, I'll get right on it. You can take that side. I'll start taking out those eyeballs over there. Let's race here. Ha! Of course. What a miracle that is. Well done, Nidocrit. You must be the messenger of luck. Yes, I'm very much inclined to be praised, but why? Okay, I don't know what just happened, but it looks like King Ozymandias has changed his mind. Let's get them, Cell. Have you grown further beyond since I last saw you? I'm gonna have you show me all of your powers as my very first disciple. Leave it to me, Sanzan. Oh, is that all of the stories? I think I literally just went through all the stories finally. Fight. Fight. The fight. A lot of people. See, that's why everyone hasn't gotten farther in Barbatos. Everyone's just fighting randomly. Although most people are going out to Barbatos. Because again, I believe that he gets rid of the busters. Well, he lowers buster damage. Alright, after this, I'm going to end the episode here. Continue is impossible when your party is incapacitated in neutralizing battle. If you choose to withdraw, you will not receive experience or dropped items. Fight with everything you have to stop the incineration of humanity. Section 5. Barbatos, the Control Tower Neutralizing Battle. Control Tower 1 of 1. 700,000 HP! Oh, come on, really? I mean, there's 254 hours, 15 minutes left. Wow. Even if you defeat the demon gods, as long as the gauge remains, they will continue to resurrect. The top screen shows the gauge and how many times they have been defeated. The gauge will decrease each time they are defeated. The number of times any of the other masters defeated them will also be displayed continuously. Let's all work together to defeat the demon gods until the gates goes completely down. Yeah, see, we got Buster down. At least I think that's what he does. In any case, Waver, squeeze damage. If anything, this should give us some closure on how much damage we can actually do with our Busters right now. Because if we barely do anything, I might as well just switch out my Berserkers for now and take him out with others. Which probably won't be as good, seeing as how they're not high level. Done. Alright. Great grudge of Rashomon. Thanks for lighting him the Ox King. So how much damage does my Busters do? With the damage decrease. 137,000, that's still a hell of a lot of damage. So we might actually be fine. Because even if our Berserkers get taken out, we still have Weaver who has 100% damage increase because he's bond level 10 with my friend. So yeah, we should actually be good to go. Incoming transmission. Something, something, something? I don't know what that said. I might have to look back on that later when I edit this together, which will be a long time from now. Oh, by the time this is up, you're already seeing it, so yeah. So you can do single target damage? Don't have, I don't know what the hell that says. It goes down by too fast. I should have used Jolt's thing. I didn't notice that he had this double phantasm up. Delta, no! You had your noble phantasm, you son of a... Ibaraki, no! Oh, here's Waver and Jack. Control tower, demon pillar, something, something, something. They were just telling me how many have been destroyed so far. Why attack my poor Jack? How dare you? Oh, Jack, let's see how much damage you can do. Purely with your 100% damage increase. Yeah, I mean, a decent amount. We got some 6 stars. Hey, thanks for attacking Jack when she's got her stuff there. Alright, Mamarako! Nice, crit Waver. No, Mamarako, why? Attack Waver, attack Waver. No, Jack! He fought well. Oh, wait a minute, Medea? Yeah, yeah. It's just telling me how many have been destroyed every time. Let's do this, Medea. How much damage can your Noble Phantasm do at 20% damage increase? Might as well do arts, seeing as how we have Buster lowered, and I think that's also healing lowered. I need to load it. How much does that do? 28,000. Yeah, Medea doesn't have the damage, even though she's a freaking caster, a single target. She does not have the damage for this at all. Not at 20% at least. Okay, seriously, shut up.
Shut up! Do your faking ability, man! Oh god! Love hearing yourself talk, don't you? Yeah, confirm destroyed. Okay, that's what it is. Come on, wait for 100% damage and crits against an assassin. Take him out. GG's. Good job, everyone. We've done 1 out of the 175,000 that have been destroyed so far. Alright. Oh yeah. What do we get? We got homunculus baby and page. Decent amount. Damn, that's a decent amount of QP as well. All right, 175,000 defeat. All right. Well, with that, I'm gonna end this episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys next one. Where, let's just be honest, most of these pillars are probably gonna be destroyed by the time I actually talk. Oh damn! We have 10 days until mankind is incinerated. What happens if we don't take out all of the pillars before the 10 days are up? Do we actually lose? There's no way that happens, right? Once it's a reset and we have to do this all over again. That'd be kind of interesting. But yeah. See you guys in the next one, where we will most likely be obviously done with Barbatos and probably someone else. And continuing the storylines all the way down till the final one, I believe, up here opens up. We take him out, and then we can go for the King of Mages himself. Yeah, till then, see you later.